Hello everyone, welcome to the class. Beta till now in this chapter we read about the democratic constitution of South Africa and the struggle against apartheid and how black and white people in South Africa they came together to frame their constitution and they have drawn the finest constitution the world ever had. After that we also discussed about the Indian constitution, that how the Indian constitution was framed and what problems were faced during framing of Indian constitution, and we discussed about the Constituent Assembly. Actually, the constitution is written by a group of people, and those group of people, those are known as the Constituent Assembly. And the very important topic was there that we have framed our constitution 70 years before, and still we are following the same constitution. So isn't it an unusual achievement for our constitution? We discussed this topic, and today we will discuss about the philosophy and guidelines of our constitution, that on which philosophy and guidelines our constitution is based. With a few guidelines, those are given by Mahatma Gandhi and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. According to Mahatma Gandhi, he dreamed of a free India where there will be not any caste system, no high class, no low class, everybody will be equal, and India will be free from the curse of untouchability in toxic drinks, and here the women will also have the same power as the men have. And according to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, what his vision was, he talked about the equality in society. According to him, when in our constitution we are following the universal adult franchisee, one person, one vote and one value, it means we are providing the political equality. But he also talked about the social and economic equality. Otherwise, these two things will be contradictory. That in political field we are equal, our voting right is equal, but socially and economically we are not equal, right? And today we will also read about the preamble. But a preamble is the introductory document of the constitution, that on which basis, on which basic principle our constitution is written. So let us start the topic. Guiding values of the Indian Constitution. Mahatma Gandhi was not a member of Constituent Assembly, yet his vision was followed by many members. Like I told you, he talked about the equality, that the Indian society should be free from the caste system. Then the value of eliminating inequality was shared by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. These were the some guiding values, those are given by these two persons. Then the next topic is philosophy of the constitution. Values that inspired and guided the freedom struggle form the foundation of India's democracy, and these values are embedded in the preamble of the Indian Constitution. Means whatever they feel, the freedoms the fighters they feel, that all those values they just need in the free India, all those were included in our constitution, and all these values, these are written in our preamble. So preamble. Now what is preamble? The constitution begins with a short statement of its basic values. This is called preamble to the constitution. This is our preamble. I have written here. See here, some underlined words are there. All these are the basic values of our preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular and democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. Now what is justice? Social, economic and political justice. Liberty, There should be freedom of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship. And there should be equality of status and of opportunity and to promote among them all. Fraternity means brotherhood. It ensuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. As we know that unity is the strength, that is why this value was added in our preamble. Now we will read about all these underlined words in detail. First is we, the people of India. Now what does here we mean by the people of India? The constitution has been drawn up and enacted by the people through their representatives and not handed down to them by a king or any other outside powers. This is the meaning of the people of India. Then sovereign. Sovereign means the free from any external interference. So people have supreme power to make decision on internal as well as external matters. No external power can dictate the government of India. Means India will be free from any kind of influence or pressure from the external powers. The third is socialist. Wealth is generated socially and should be shared equally by society. Government should regulate the ownership of land and industry to reduce socio-economic inequalities. That is why government always introduce so many employment schemes also, just to improve the economic equality. Now the next topic is secular. Secular means the freedom to follow any kind of religion. Citizens have complete freedom to follow any religion. There is no official religion of our country. Citizens of India, they have the right to follow, to propagate, to advertise any religion. Next is democratic, where people enjoy equal political rights, elect their rulers and hold them accountable. Accountable means these rulers are answerable for their work to the public. Next topic is republic. The head of the state is an elected person and not a hereditary position. Means the head of the state, it will not be any hereditary position. That will be elected by the people through election. Next one is justice. Citizens cannot be discriminated on the grounds of caste, religion and gender. Social inequalities have to be reduced. So there should be justice through everywhere in the society, and for justice we can judiciary is there and even fundamental rights are also provided, right? The next topic is liberty. Liberty means freedom. There are no unreasonable restrictions on the citizen in what they think, how they wish to express their thought. It means they can form association and even they can protest against the government also. Next is equality. All are equal before law. What do we mean by equality before law? It means law will be equal for all and no one will be above law. Whether he is President of India or he is a layman. And the government should ensure equal opportunity for all. And the last one is fraternity, brotherhood. All of us should behave as if we are member of the same family. No one should treat a fellow citizen as inferior. So all these basic values, these are embedded in our preamble. Hope all of you have understood the topic well. So read all these topics thoroughly in your book. Thank you and have a nice day.